And we're live! Hello, everybody. My name is Nicki Gelfand, your half-dressed host of this short-form Instagram Live talk show of sorts. Now, today is And We're Live's 7th episode, and it's a very special episode. You may notice that we are in a totally different studio. That's right, we're not in our normal studio. We are at the interdimensional space-time station, conveniently located in Mount Kisco, New York. Yeah, that's right, we're doing something a little different today. As you can see, behind me is the Teleporter Machine 3000. Quite a piece of work, I'm going to tell you that. It is state-of-the-art. It is the creme de la creme. It is the best of the best. I have had my top scientists and my top PAs putting this thing together all week so that we can go to other dimensions. And they've been putting real science like physics and chemistry and the like to use to do it. So this show is going to be kind of different, but also it's going to be kind of the same. We're going to be seeing news and we're going to be seeing, other guests and other people stopping by, but they're going to be from other dimensions. So I guess to get you used to that change, what I want to do is bring it back to something familiar, and that's headlines, baby. So we're going to start with some headlines from our universe, but then I'm going to show you kind of how it's different in a couple other universes, and we're going to see how this works. So here, let's take a look. Let's start off with our first headline. Coming from our universe, something, pretty basic. Rick and Morty to be released on Sunday. Yes, that's right. The very popular cartoon has its Season 4 Part 2 release coming this Sunday to Adult Swim. Fans are very excited about it. People are very, very happy. And we have a lot of people that are going to be tuning in and getting high and doing that because that's what that cartoon is for. But in a parallel universe not too far from our own, a very similar headline popped up here. Check this out. Rick and Morty to be released Sunday, except this is about two convicts named Rick and Morty being released from prison. Yeah, even the author is the same, yet has a different focus. So everybody in Earth, in Earth 24, watch out, because those guys are loose on Sunday. We have fun. Anyway, next, another headline coming from our New York Post in our reality here. The top 10 books New Yorkers are devouring in quarantine. Fun headline. They've been tracking the New York Public Library ebooks that have been downloaded. And it seems that there are definitely some popular picks during this quarantine, if you know what I mean. Which means people are reading a lot of them. So it's actually quite a nice article. I'd check it out if you want some good book recommendations. But again, another universe not too far away has this headline to say. Top 10 New Yorkers books are devouring in the quarantine. Yeah, that's right. There is a parallel universe wherein not only are books sentient and hostile, but they're also in quarantine. So watch out for those critters. I'll tell you that for sure. Next, we're going to the financial sector, where Warren Buffett's Berkshire Hathaway sold more than $6 billion in stock in April. Its first quarter earnings show not a good look for Warren Buffett and his stock trading empire. Really doesn't look good on anybody this time in our America. But again, we found another headline from a universe very far away with a little bit more of a positive spin. Here, check this out. Anne Hathaway's Berkshire Buffet sold more than $6 billion in sandwiches in April. First quarter earnings show. Now that's something that I can get behind. Something super fun. And I'm going to be honest, the best sandwiches in the multiverse. Take my word on that. Well, all right, let's keep this show a-rolling. We've got a great lineup for you all tonight. We've got a host of a darker version of And We're Live, who you're going to see soon. But first, I want to bring onto the program a very funny man, as I get this out of here, a very funny man, and the host of Yup, We're Here in the Wilkie May Galaxy. You know him very well from that Upside Down universe. Welcome to the show, Gyan Rauger. Gyan Rauger, welcome.
Thank you for having me on, Gak. It is a pleasure to be one of the first people on this show from another dimension representing, Yup, We're Here.
Oh, that's right. That's what I love to see. Now, Ryan, I'll tell you, it's so good to see your face.
Hey, it's here. It's for you. It's for the audience, Gak. I mean, sorry. Zach. Zach.
Yeah, sorry. I just realized I called you Ryan and you called me Gak.
Yeah. Yeah. You look exactly like one of my best friends from this universe, Gyan Zelfand.
Yeah,
Very
that's so
similar
funny
name.
you say that. You look like one of my best friends from this universe, Ryan Gauger.
Oh, that's crazy. Apologies if I get names wrong
Please.
throughout this thing. Uh, differences, small differences between our dimensions, but I think that we still have a lot in common that we can talk about.
Yeah, this is new for all of us. You yourself. Speaking of things in common, you have your own late night show. Yep, we're here. So tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah. Well, first and foremost, Zach, I think it's important to note that it is not a late night show. Now, it is held very, very early in the morning, at the same time as your show. The time in our dimensions, it's a little different. Your AMs are PM. We're really trying to hit the commuters on their way to work with our show, whereas I imagine you're trying to hit people maybe shortly after dinner. Um, these little things, we'll just hash out as they come up. But yeah, the show is great. We have been getting great ratings so far. It's just happy to have this interdimensional sort of cross promotion on the table today.
It's truly great, and I hope all the people in the audience are going to be able to value kind of this communication we heard. So let me ask you, who are your compatriots in the late night, or rather the early morning kind of gambit of shows? Like who are some of your colleagues?
Well, some of the names might sound familiar to you. We have some real greats: Kevin Solbert, Never Troa, On Jolliver, Leigh Jeno, Bamantha C. Really anybody that you guys have, we have the same, just a little different.
And it seems the same. Yeah, we have a lot of similar. So let me ask you, have you ever been to our dimension? You seem to know a lot about it.
Well, not physically yet. Unfortunately, the technology is not quite there yet, but we
We hope
have
to
been
change that.
able, we will one day. But we have been able to pick up some of your radio and television frequencies coming through the interdimensional timelines. So I've been able to keep track of what you guys are doing, what's going on with you guys. Just a little bit behind, but I do what I can to stay in touch. Actually, I was watching this comedy special by this comedian John Mulaney that you guys have.
Yes, he's a favorite. He's a friend of the show.
Oh, friend of the show. That's great to hear. Yeah, well, he bears a striking resemblance. I'm sure it won't surprise you, to someone from my dimension named Mom Delaney. While John Mulaney is charismatic, funny, and great, Mom Delaney is a tyrant. He's an accountant. He's the head of the IRS. And quite frankly, he's weaponized taxes against the everyday American and against his enemies. He has a cult following of accountants that do his bidding, and he's a scary guy that you definitely don't want to mess with. So seeing him on screen doing a comedy special, it was crazy.
Wow, that is frightening. But I guess I'll reel it back a little bit. It seems though we have almost all the same kind of figures, except their names are a little switched. Now, in the communications you get from our dimension, are there any other really notable foils?
Well, typically it's pretty easy to tell what's going on, but there are some that are more or less the same across dimensions.
Oh, okay.
One that comes to mind is Captain Crunch. You know, exact same guy here. He comes on commercials all the time. Promoting his cereal. Although I will say, how we do TV here is a little different. While you guys have long episodes cut up by snippets of commercials, we actually have long, drawn out commercials with story arcs that are separate, and then little snippets of TV shows in between. It makes
That's
it very
content.
hard. Yeah, it makes it hard to watch TV. I'm going to be honest. I think that you guys might have it better there, but
Mhm.
Captain Crunch in our timeline, the exact same. Blue get up. He's wearing his captain's uniform. The only thing that's a little bit different is that he is actually an airline pilot. He's
Oh.
actually got quite the fear of water. I don't think he'd be caught dead in a boat.
Oh, that's quite interesting. So you guys still have planes, I guess.
Yeah, Zach, we have planes. We're able to pick up interdimensional radio frequencies. Of course, we have planes.
I'm sorry.
We had the Wrong brothers who took their first flight at Hitticock, North Carolina, just like you guys.
I'm sorry.
Okay. I'm sorry. I get worked up about aviation.
That's all right. Well, I guess on the note of aviation, I must have to ask then. You guys have a Captain Shelley Cullenberg who landed a plane in the Miracle on the Rudson River.
Okay. Well, we have a Captain Cully who boarded a ship and took it to shore on Battery Island. It's not really a heroic tale, more of a tale of a crazed lunatic. But yeah, we have him. Yeah, he's here.
All right. It seems like we might have stepped in some sensitive waters. Speaking of sensitive waters, we're dealing with a global pandemic, the coronavirus. I'm curious if you guys are also dealing with some sort of global catastrophe.
Yeah. Well, Zach, I've been seeing on the news all the things that are happening with your pandemic, and it looks terrible. You're all having to stay inside, wear those masks. We are also going through sort of a pandemic, although the results are slightly different. While you guys have to stay indoors, our pandemic is actually caused by a widespread deficiency in vitamin D. Unfortunately, all the vitamin makers are all out of that good stuff, so the only way to get it is by going outside and being in the sun. And, from your perspective, you might think that's a good thing, right? Staying outside and, soaking in the rays. But let me tell you what, there are global shortages of sunscreen. There are global shortages of baseball caps, things that protect people from the sun so they don't get hurt. We just don't have enough of them. And people are out there sweating, being very hot, very hot. It's not good for the common person. We're trying to roll out maybe like a skylight system where we give every house a hole in the roof. But the technology is just not there yet, unfortunately.
Yeah, because once you make the hole, then you open it up to rain and all sorts of other atmospheric troubles. So let me ask you then, because this sounds like a very bad thing, a double-edged sword where you kind of have to be outside, but then you've got to be careful with how much sun intake you have. So what are people doing? Are they able to be together? Because we have a social distancing policy, but it sounds like almost if you were to get more people together and create shade and tents and sort of that would be a helpful way.
Oh, well, yeah. Well, you guys have your social distancing. We don't really have policies in place saying that we can or cannot be together. But if you go out on a cloudy day, you know how you have those like rays of light that sometimes shine through? Mm-hmm. It's the area on the land, just people flock to it. It's disgusting. You got bodies smushed together, people getting trampled. Like I said, it's a pandemic. It's terrible, but in very different ways. And quite frankly, disgusting to watch.
Yeah. Well, we hear you loud and clear, and we stand in solidarity with you and your brethren with this inverted quarantine, if you will. Gyan, excuse me, I did it again. Have anything else to say to this interdimensional audience before we say adieu?
I just want to again thank you for having me on. Give a quick plug to the show. Obviously it runs concurrently with yours, but whenever we get to the television's working so that it's going both ways in terms of the frequencies, maybe we'll be a little bit behind you so that you can watch both shows. I want to reach as wide as an audience as I can. So I just appreciate having me on. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. We're going to very much help you do that. Everybody, Gyan Rauger from the Wilkie May Galaxy in the Upside Down universe. Gyan, thank you so much for coming on.
Thank you.
All righty. Have a good time now. Have a good day. Or a good afternoon. I don't know what it is by him. So I guess without further ado, I want to do something a little special. I want to test out this teleporter if you guys would allow me to do so. So I'm going to go test out this teleporter. Alrighty. Let's see if we can get to another dimension. How do we say? All right. Beep, boop, beep, 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 boop, beep, boop, boop. Oh, I'm teleporting. I can hear the action. I can hear it. I'm being torn apart. Wait a second. Wait a second. Hold on. Well, the camera just fell. What is going on? I didn't teleport anywhere. I didn't. Oh, wait. Who the heck is that?
What? Where?
It's my twin sister, but it's not. That's not the Nicki Gelfand I know. Can you identify yourself, please?
Silly. Yeah, hi.
Everybody, this is Nicki Gelfand, but not the Nicki I know or you know.
Yeah, hi, I'm Nicki Gelfand from Galaxy 17F. I don't really know how I got here. I was just futzing around on my own teleporter machine and, whoops, I guess I'm here.
Huh, okay. I bet you, might have left the Gyan Galaxy valve open. That might have been, yikes.
The EGV valve, classic.
Very, very cute. Wait, actually, before I get any further, how do I know you're not a hostile Nicki? Because I've heard stories.
Well, it's a valid point. I did absorb my Zach in my timeline, but other than that, I'm a pretty chill person.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
That is terrifying.
Well,
That's dark.
It's a little dark in the womb. Not much light gets in there.
No, I meant absorbing your twin, a parallel version of me. That's so messed up.
Yeah, I can see where you're coming from with that, but that's my truth. It's my reality, yeah. But here I am, Nicki, a talented musician, and I also have my brother's talents of being a real good talker and talking real good. So I also have my own, and I host my own Facebook show called,
I don't know, what's it called?
Like We're Live. It's kind of an Amanda Bynes spoof, but a little better.
Ugh, that's so annoying of you. So we've had so many hosts on the show already. I was hoping to bring on Dark Zach, and I guess we're not going to have him. But it is my duty as a host to keep the show rolling. So
Fair.
You don't seem terrible, although you did kill me in your realm.
Slight compliment.
Tell me a little bit more about yourself.
Yeah, sure. I'm talented. I'm accomplished. I'm a Fortune 500 CEO. Basic stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Wait, sorry. A Fortune 500 CEO of what company?
Oh yeah, it's called Gemma Knightley. Thanks for asking, by the way. It is a biotech firm focused on harnessing the power of absorption from two twins to one twin. Yeah. Inspired by my own story, I wanted to make absorption more accessible for families and their babies.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Well, I've learned a big lesson from Romulus and Remus, those fools. Rome can be built in a day if you just do it right.
Jesus Christ. Well, let's please switch the topic from business. Change it, please. Do you have anything else in your life going on?
Sure. We don't have to talk about business. We can talk about my nonprofit.
You have a nonprofit too? What is going on?
Yeah. It's where I play saxophone for 1,833 foster puppies, and we all do it while we're training for the marathon. Yeah.
That doesn't even make sense.
Oh, well, the little pups love it, and I won a Nobel Peace Prize for it.
Oh my god. I don't really get why your life is so good. And let me guess, you probably don't even have a global pandemic going on right now.
No, not exactly. Everything's perfect.
I mean, I'm left without words, everybody. This is a sister who succeeds without me in her life. And I have to face that after the worst technical difficulty that I've had to face on this show for a bit that I worked way too hard to make.
You know what? There is one thing. There is such a thing about harnessing raw power and raw energy that I think my universe could really benefit from seeing from you because you're clearly displaying a lot of energy right now. So,
You think so?
Yes. A type of energy.
Is it good?
It's a type of energy, yeah.
You know what? I've had enough of this universe. It's given me enough troubles. I'm going to go to this next universe and fuse some babies together. So everybody, thank you so much for tuning in. We're teleporting out of here. Let's go. Beep, boop. Beep, 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 beep. Hey, for Amber Live, I've been Zach. This has been Nicki Gelfand from 17F. We want to thank Gyan Rauger from the Wilkie May Galaxy. Everybody have a good night. Woo! All right, it's still live. It's still live, Nicki. I have to shut it off. It's still live. It's still live. I have to shut it off. We're still recording. Oh my God. Goodbye. Wow.